Hello and welcome to part 4 of my countdown of James Bond villains from 100 to number 1. Today we're doing 80 to 71, so let's dive right into number 80, and it's Whisper to the Scream. Sorry, that's a different thing. Whisper, I've heard Whisper described as a kind of bland and boring villain, but I quite like him. I think he's quite dastardly throughout Live and Let Die. He kills people with darts from wing mirrors, and he puts snakes in people's bathrooms. It doesn't say a whole lot, but neither does someone like Oddjob. So I don't know. I don't think that's a valid criticism, really. I think he could have even come higher than number 80. I'm not sure if he dies in the end, whether he suffocates in that container or not, but I guess that's something you just have to make your own mind upon. 79, we have Carlos from Casino Royale. He's only in one sequence, but it's a very good sequence at Miami Airport. He comes across as very strong, the sort of guy who thinks on his feet very well, and he has a really nice death when Bond attaches that little bomb to his trousers, so very good placement there. 78, we have the Russian agent from Russia with Love. Now this guy is constantly tailing Bond in the sort of first half of the movie, but the reason why he gets on this list is because I really like his death sequence. Not necessarily in the way that he's killed, just the way that whole sequence in the mosque is filmed. It's very eerie, it's got some really good sound effects, it's nicely paced. So for that reason alone is why this guy gets up so high. 77, we have General Medrano, an intimidating presence throughout Quantum of Solace. He's a real nasty piece of work. Doesn't treat women very well, obviously, but it is nice to see him get his comeuppance towards the end of the movie. 76 is Valenka from Casino Royale, so our second Casino Royale entry on this particular segment. I guess Valenka's big villainous moment is when she tries to poison Bond, but throughout the rest of her scenes she does come across quite vulnerable at times, and of course eventually killed off screen by Mr. White, but she's certainly a sinister presence during the movie, especially during the casino scenes. Coming in at number 75, we have Brad Whitaker. Now eventually he gets his Waterloo at the hands of Bond, but well, he's sort of like a Dr. No type presence in this film. He doesn't really appear until quite late. I do like his fights at the end with all of his kind of toys and things. That's kind of unique. And that gun with the sort of plate glass bulletproof thing he's got going on, it's just really weird. But certainly, yeah, a nice little villain for the screen time that he gets anyway. Coming in at 70, are we up to 74 now? Yes, we are. It's Zhao of Die Another Day. I really like Zhao when he has hair. I think he's really good in the pre-title sequence. Then he has a really good scene where he and Bond are exchanged on a bridge, and then it's all downhill after that. As soon as he loses his hair, he just becomes a really boring comic book villain after that. And the scene with the car chase on the ice, it should have been one of the all-time great sequences in Bond films, and it's just a bit ruined with all the cutaways, and his final death is not particularly interesting. So great start, and it just goes downhill, I'm afraid. 73, we have Adam from Live and Let Die, and this is a villain from Live and Let Die who definitely does meet his end. He's killed in a fiery explosion inside a boat. He's mainly in one long sequence through the bayou where he's chasing Bond. He has some great scenes with Sheriff Pepper. I love the scene where Pepper sees him coming down the canal and he's like, "Oh, there's my brother Billy Bob. Oh, Billy Bob will get him. One side of the family doesn't. The other side will." And his kind of deputies are like, yeah, it's just absolute comic gold. So yeah, Adam is at number 73. 72, we have Grunther from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Grunther doesn't really do a whole lot, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, what has he done to reach this spot on the list? But you know, I love On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and I think I'm always likely to just kind of favour characters from this film. He does have a good fight with Tracy near the end, but on the whole, I guess he doesn't do much, fair enough, apart from tell Campbell not to go on the cable car. And finally for today, we have Elvis from Quantum of Solace. I like this character. Again, someone who doesn't do a whole lot, but he's just entertaining. He takes himself so seriously. I kind of think his death scene's okay, but I mean, he'd be a terrible Call of Duty player. Just stands in the middle of a room with a handgun and waits for Bond to come out. That was never going to work. But yeah, a nice character. Pretty good. So that is all for today. That's 80 to 71. Next time we will move even deeper into the list. I'm starting to get a tingling feeling. We're getting so high now. So join me next time where we will we will break through into the top 70. Goodbye for now. Thank you.